Kenya, a land where wildlife breathes freedom and nature reveals its untamed spirit. From the vast plains of the Masai Mara to the tranquil shores of Lake Nakuru, every landscape becomes a living stage where the true stars are the animals that embody the very soul of Africa. Here, lions roar at dawn to mark their reign. Cheetahs sprint across the open grasslands with lightning speed, and hyenas wait patiently under the golden glow of sunset. In the wetlands, hippos rest like gentle giants, while crocodiles remain still, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Flocks of flamingos paint Nakuru's waters in shades of pink, and elephants move silently through dusty paths, guided by the ancestral memory that binds their herds together. Yet it is the Masai Mara, stretching over 1,500 square kilometers of raw beauty, that truly captures every traveler's heart. Each year, this sanctuary becomes the beating heart of the Great Migration, a breathtaking journey where more than 1 million wildebeests, joined by zebras and gazelles, cross rivers and confront predators in their timeless struggle for survival. Kenya is more than a destination. It is a meeting with the planet's purest essence, where every roar, every flap of wings, and every footprint on the red earth tells the eternal story of life. From where in the world are you watching this documentary about Kenya's amazing wildlife? Tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. In the arid lands of northern Kenya lies Samburu, a place of stark beauty where life endures against all odds. Across sun-scorched plains, rocky hills, and thorny acacia trees, every creature fights to survive in an unforgiving wilderness. The Owasso-Nero River, winding through the heart of this dry land, is the lifeline that sustains it all. Among Samburu's most remarkable inhabitants stands the reticulated giraffe, the true emblem of this rugged region. Its coat, patterned with a delicate network of white lines over rich orange-brown patches. Looks as if painted by nature's own hand. Graceful and silent, it feeds on the highest acacia leaves, using its long neck and skillful prehensile tongue to pluck foliage while carefully avoiding the thorns. Calm and social by nature, these giraffes live in loose herds where mothers guard their young with vigilance, always alert to predators lurking nearby. Males engage in ritualized contests known as necking, where they entwine their necks and use gentle but powerful swings to assert dominance, a unique display of strength and balance. Beyond their beauty, reticulated giraffes play a vital ecological role. By pruning the acacias, they stimulate new growth, keeping the savanna alive and diverse. As the sun sets over Samburu, their tall silhouettes stand against the crimson horizon, a reminder that even in the harshest landscapes, life endures with dignity and grace. One of Samburu's most fascinating residents is the gerenuk, often called the giraffe gazelle. Native to the arid regions of East Africa, this unusual antelope thrives among the dry thorn bushes of northern Kenya, where adaptation is the key to survival. With its elongated neck and slender legs, the gerenuk bears a striking resemblance to a miniature giraffe, the very inspiration for its name. It has a small, triangular head, large, alert ears, and expressive eyes that constantly scan its surroundings. But what truly sets it apart is its extraordinary feeding behavior. It can stand upright on its hind legs, stretching its body with elegance to reach the tender leaves high above the ground. This unique ability allows the gerenuk to feed on foliage that few other herbivores can reach, reducing competition for food. It also obtains most of its moisture from the plants it eats, enabling it to survive for long periods without direct access to water. In Samburu, this graceful gazelle stands as a symbol of ingenuity and resilience, perfectly adapted to a land where every day is a test of endurance. In the dense thickets surrounding Lake Bogoria, one of East Africa's most elusive creatures moves like a whisper, the greater kudu. With its slender frame, golden brown coat, adorned with delicate white stripes, and magnificent spiral horns reaching up to 1.8 meters. It stands as one of the continent's most graceful and admired antelopes. Shy and secretive, the kudu avoids human presence, preferring to roam during the cool hours of dawn and dusk. It feeds on leaves, shoots, and wild fruits, using its long neck and nimble tongue to reach high branches. During the heat of the day, it remains hidden among the bushes, relying on its camouflage to remain unseen by predators such as leopards and lions. Solitary males join females only during the breeding season, when they engage in ritualized contests of strength, locking their spiraled horns in displays of dominance rather than outright aggression. The females, smaller and hornless, devote themselves to caring for their calves, keeping them hidden in the undergrowth until they are strong enough to move with the herd. With its elegant leaps and reserved nature, the greater kudu represents the quiet beauty of Africa's wilderness. To witness one in the wild is a fleeting privilege, a moment when nature reveals its most noble and mysterious face, reminding us that true majesty often moves in silence. Among the most distinctive species of northern Kenya is the Grevy's zebra, a true jewel of the African savanna. Its coat, a masterpiece of fine black stripes over a pure white background, and its large rounded ears set it apart from all other zebras. Perfectly adapted to the arid ecosystems of this region, the Grevy's zebra has developed specialized grazing habits and social structures to endure where water and food are scarce. Herds are composed mainly of females and their foals, moving vast distances across the plains in search of fresh pastures, while males guard small territories near water sources. Their disciplined and cooperative behavior reflects an ancient harmony with the relentless rhythm of Africa's drylands, where survival depends on unity and endurance. In the Masai Mara, dawn not only stirs the great predators, but also fills the skies with a symphony of songs and colors. Here, the air comes alive as wings catch the morning light, transforming the heavens into a living canvas where every note and every flight tells a story of wild beauty. In this heart of Africa, flight itself becomes a form of art. Among the acacia branches, a flash of iridescent light reveals a winged jewel, the lilac-breasted roller. Its plumage, a breathtaking blend of violet, turquoise, and emerald, glimmers under the African sun as though the sky itself has descended to rest upon the earth. Watchful and precise, it perches high, waiting for the faintest stir of an insect, a small lizard or an unwary rodent, then dives with perfect accuracy, striking its target with effortless grace. On the golden plains below, another figure strides with purpose, the secretary bird. Standing over a meter tall, with elegant long legs and a distinctive black crest that sways in the wind. It is a terrestrial hunter unlike any other. Its powerful legs are its greatest weapons, delivering swift, crushing blows to snakes, rodents, and insects. With its sharp beak and keen eyesight, the secretary bird stands as a symbol of precision and strength, an embodiment of the Mara's balance between grace and power. In the wetlands, where the water mirrors the sky, the air shimmers with the presence of the grey-crowned crane. Its golden crown of feathers gives it a regal appearance, earning its place as one of Africa's most majestic birds. Known for their elaborate courtship dances, these cranes leap, bow, and flap their wings in perfect harmony movements that resemble a celestial ballet. Feeding on grasses, seeds, and aquatic creatures, they find in the marshlands a stage for a life of peace and rhythm. Yet not all birds of the Mara live by the hunt or the dance. High above, vultures soar on the warm currents of air, their wide wings stretching across the endless sky. They are the silent custodians of the wild nature's own sanitation crew. With their remarkable eyesight, they can spot death from miles away, and their strong stomach acids destroy harmful bacteria and toxins, preventing disease from spreading. In their stark purpose lies renewal, the eternal cycle of life sustained through death. Farther north, nature unveils one of its most breathtaking spectacles. Along the alkaline lakes of Kenya, Nakuru, Bogoria, and Magadi, the horizon transforms into a living sea of pink. Millions of flamingos gather in these shallow waters, tinted by algae and microorganisms that give their feathers their vivid hue. Under the blazing sun, the shores shimmer as though the world itself were aflame in shades of rose and crimson. These tireless travelers live in harmony with the rhythm of the seasons. Following the rains, flamingos migrate according to the water levels and food supply. Their slender legs and graceful necks embody elegance. While their uniquely shaped beaks filter food from the muddy waters with astonishing precision, their feet stirring the lake bed in a silent dance of survival. The life of a flamingo is a story of endurance and motion. They face predators, drought, habitat loss, and shifting climates, yet their resilience mirrors the indomitable spirit of Africa itself. For as long as Kenya's pink lakes endure, the sky will continue to reflect their beauty, a living symbol of hope painted by wings that turn the air into poetry. The Masai Mara echoes with the eerie calls of one of Africa's most misunderstood predators, the hyena. a creature as adaptable as it is intelligent, whose reputation often fails to capture the depth of its behavior or the sophistication of its social life. Far from being mere scavengers, hyenas are skilled hunters and true masters of survival in some of the harshest environments on Earth. These versatile carnivores thrive across open plains and near the edges of human settlements. Their dens, often hidden in abandoned aardvark burrows or natural caves, serve as the center of their complex social world. Spotted hyenas live in tightly structured clans led by a dominant female, the matriarch, who enforces order and directs the group's strategies. Some clans number over 80 individuals, each with a defined role within the community. The hyena's world revolves around cooperation, mutual grooming, playful cub interactions, and constant communication strengthen the ties between members. While some guard the territory, others hunt or care for the young. Their muscular build, powerful jaws, and spotted coat make them unmistakable. With forelegs longer than their hind legs, their sloped posture and strong necks allow them to drag and dismantle large prey with remarkable ease. Though often linked to scavenging, hyenas are exceptional hunters. Their diet ranges from carcasses to animals they bring down themselves. Working in teams, they can overpower large herbivores like wildebeests or zebras, displaying remarkable coordination and persistence. Their jaws, among the strongest in the animal kingdom, can crush bones to extract every bit of nourishment, an adaptation that lets them survive where many others cannot. Hyenas are also strategic thinkers. They know when to strike and when to wait. They may challenge lions or other rivals, but are equally capable of retreating and watching from a distance. Their communication is astonishingly complex, involving a rich combination of sounds, body postures, and scent markings to send messages across the clan. Their infamous laugh isn't amusement at all. It's a language of alarm, frustration, or social ranking. Recent research shows that their social intelligence rivals that of primates. They can solve problems collectively, recognize individuals by their voices, and remember allies for years. Beneath the moonlit skies of the Masai Mara, spotted hyenas do more than survive. They rule the night with cunning, strength, and a remarkable intelligence that continues to challenge everything we thought we knew about the wild. As dawn paints the endless plains of the Masai Mara in golden hues, a shadow glides silently through the tall grass, the leopard, the most elusive and mysterious of all big cats. A master of stealth and silence, this ghost of the savannah reigns unseen. The Mara, with its rolling grasslands, dense thickets, and towering acacias, provides the perfect haven, a realm where it can stalk, hide, and thrive undetected. With a strong, agile frame, cloaked in rosetted patterns that blend perfectly with its surroundings, the leopard embodies both elegance and deadly precision. Every movement is deliberate. Padded feet silence each step. Sharp eyes catch even the faintest motion, and patience allows it to wait for hours before striking. The leopard doesn't chase, it calculates, then strikes with lightning speed. Its diet is as diverse as the land. It roams birds, reptiles, rodents, antelopes, and even baboons. Unlike most big cats, it prefers solitude and hunts under the cover of darkness. The night is its ally. Its exceptional night vision and acute hearing make it one of the most efficient predators of the African wild. But the true brilliance of the leopard lies in what comes after the hunt, to protect its kill from hyenas or lions. It uses its incredible strength to haul the carcass up a tree, hiding it high among the branches. There, suspended between earth and sky, the leopard dines in peace, a silent observer, watching the restless rhythm of life unfold below. Though solitary by nature, the leopard carefully marks its territory with scent, and deep claw marks etched into tree trunks, silent signals that communicate ownership and hierarchy. Only during mating season does this elusive predator break its isolation, its low, rasping calls echoing beneath the African moon. Fierce and protective, the females raise their cubs in hidden dens among rocks and dense brush, teaching them from an early age the sacred skills of silence, patience, and survival. Thus, the leopard of the Masai Mara remains a living shadow, a spirit of the savannah that embodies the beauty, intelligence, and ferocity of untamed Africa. Between the tall grasses and the stars, it continues its eternal dance with life and death, unseen yet ever present, like a whisper carried by the winds of dawn. Among the most iconic residents of Lake Nakuru stand the magnificent white rhinos, prehistoric giants that seem sculpted by time itself. With their thick, armor-like skin and impressive horns, they embody the raw strength and endurance of Africa's wild heart. At first glance, their massive frames and deliberate gait evoke sheer power, yet beneath that formidable exterior lies a peaceful creature, guided by calm instincts and a natural sense of balance. The white rhino is a gentle grazer, a patient herbivore that spends most of its day feeding on the short grasses carpeting Nakuru's open plains. Its broad, square-shaped mouth is perfectly adapted for trimming grass close to the ground, reflecting a lifestyle of quiet routine. By keeping the grass short, these rhinos play a vital ecological role, maintaining the balance of the savanna and allowing countless other species to thrive alongside them. Unlike its more solitary cousin, the black rhino, the white rhino is a social animal. They can often be seen in small groups, usually composed of females, and their calves led by a dominant female who determines feeding routes and resting areas. Mature males, on the other hand, are fiercely territorial, marking their domains with dung mounds and scent, defending them from rivals through ritualized displays. Despite their strength, serious conflicts are rare. Their confrontations are often resolved through warnings rather than violence. The young remain under the constant watch of their mothers, learning early the essential rules of survival, how to sense danger, locate hidden water sources during dry spells, and navigate safely through tall grass. For the first 3 years, the bond between mother and calf is unbreakable, a relationship of tenderness, protection, and discipline that ensures the next generation's survival. In Nakuru, the white rhino is more than a survivor. It is a symbol of hope. The park has become a vital sanctuary for their recovery, thanks to strict protection measures, round-the-clock patrols, and community-based conservation programs. These combined efforts have allowed white rhino populations to stabilize, rewriting what was once a story of near extinction into one of resilience and renewal. Far removed from the dry, rugged landscapes of Samburu in northern Kenya lies a very different world, Amboseli National Park, the land of giants. Nestled at the foot of Africa's highest peak, Mount Kilimanjaro. This sanctuary unfolds like a living symphony of contrasts, open savannas, lush wetlands teeming with life, and acacia woodlands that offer both shade and sustenance. Seasonal swamps, fed by underground rivers born from the melting glaciers of Kilimanjaro, form the beating heart of this ecosystem. From those eternal snows flows the water that breathes life into the plains, creating an oasis of green amid dust and heat. The elephants of Amboseli live within tightly knit family units, led by a matriarch, the oldest and wisest female of the herd. Her memory serves as a living map of the land, recalling ancient roots, watering holes, and hidden sources that remain even in times of drought. Her wisdom ensures the survival of the group, guiding them with patience and confidence through the open plains and marshlands. Within the herd, social bonds run deep and enduring. Every member, from playful calves to weathered elders, participates in a complex web of affection and cooperation that grows stronger each day. Elephants greet each other by touching trunks, communicate through low-frequency rumbles beyond human hearing, and display remarkable empathy, comforting the injured, protecting the young, and even showing silent respect for their dead. Their days revolve around the eternal quest for water and food. Amboseli's wetlands provide both cool refuge and abundant vegetation. Using their trunks, nature's most versatile tool, elephants pluck grass, spray dust, bathe and play. Calves, ever curious, mimic their mothers and aunts, learning every move that will one day ensure their survival. Their communication is rich and multifaceted, from deep rumbles that travel miles through the ground to triumphant trumpets of joy or alarm. Body language and gentle touches also play vital roles. A caress, a nudge, or a lifted trunk can express reassurance, affection, or authority. Yet life in Amboseli is not without challenges. Droughts, predators, and human conflict remain constant threats. Still, under the matriarch's wise leadership, the herd adapts and endures. Each season becomes a lesson in resilience and collective memory, an ancient dance between life, land, and water that sustains Africa's gentle giants. Across the vast plains of the Masai Mara, one predator reigns supreme: the lion, the undisputed monarch of Africa's savannas. Here, in a landscape of endless grasslands and scattered acacias, every sunrise marks a new chapter in the ancient struggle for survival and dominance. Abundant prey and open horizons create the perfect stage for the drama of the wild to unfold. Lions are the only truly social members of the cat family. They live in organized groups known as prides, where every individual has a role that supports the whole. A pride typically consists of several lionesses, their cubs, and a coalition of dominant males. The lionesses form the heart of the pride, their unity strengthened through mutual grooming, cooperative hunting, and shared care of their young. Among playful roars and endless curiosity, the cubs observe and imitate, learning the skills that will one day decide their fate. The males, with their magnificent golden manes and commanding presence, embody the pride's power and authority. Their deep roars echo across the plains, a declaration of dominance and a warning to rivals. Constantly patrolling their boundaries, they mark their territory with scent and remain ever alert to intrusions. Challenges from other coalitions or opportunistic predators like hyenas and leopards are tests of courage and strength that define their reign. While the males guard the domain, the lionesses are the masterminds of survival, coordinating with silent precision. They move through the tall grass, communicating through subtle gestures and instinctive understanding. Their patience is unmatched. They wait for the perfect moment to strike. And when they do, the savannah explodes in a surge of power and grace. When the hunt is successful, the feast is shared among all, a reminder that in this world, cooperation is the key to endurance. Raising cubs in such a relentless environment is a constant challenge. The lionesses share the duties of nursing, protecting, and teaching. Under the watchful eyes of mothers and aunts, the cubs play, explore, and begin to grasp the unspoken laws of their realm, how to move unseen, sense danger, and understand the hierarchy that governs their lives. These early lessons shape their instincts and character, preparing them for the trials ahead. As they mature, young males are eventually driven from the pride to forge their own path. Some form coalitions with brothers or peers, embarking on uncertain journeys in search of territory and power. Only the strongest and most cunning will one day claim their own pride, ensuring that the ancient cycle of challenge, survival, and legacy continues. As the sun sets over the Masai Mara, the golden light fades into dusk, and the roars of lions echo once more across the plains. It is the heartbeat of the wild, a timeless symphony of strength, family, and majesty that defines the untamed spirit of Africa. Along the winding course of the Mara River, tranquility often hides beneath the surface. This is hippopotamus territory, where calm waters can quickly turn into zones of tension and dominance. These semi-aquatic giants spend most of the day submerged, shielding themselves from the intense African sun. Perfectly adapted to an amphibious life, their eyes, ears, and nostrils are positioned atop their massive heads, allowing them to remain mostly underwater while staying alert to everything around them. Yet their importance to the Mara ecosystem goes far beyond their imposing size. Through their nightly grazing habits, hippos help shape and maintain the riverbanks. Emerging from the water after dusk, they feed on the surrounding grasses, preventing overgrowth and maintaining open areas that benefit countless other species. Their nutrient-rich dung acts as a natural fertilizer, enriching both soil and water, sustaining a delicate chain of life that reaches from tiny aquatic organisms to the large herbivores that depend on these grasslands. Beneath the still surface, however, lies a world ruled by strength and tension. Hippos are intensely territorial, particularly the dominant males. Each defends his section of the river with relentless determination, patrolling constantly and watching for any sign of intrusion. When a rival dares to cross the line, confrontation becomes inevitable, a dramatic display of power in the heart of Africa's untamed waterways. Dominance rituals among hippos are both breathtaking and intimidating. With jaws wide open in a bold display, males reveal their massive tusks, some stretching up to half a meter as they bellow deeply, their roars echoing beneath and above the water's surface. These confrontations are rarely fatal, but they clearly define who commands the territory and who must yield. In mere seconds, calm waters can erupt into a storm of splashing waves, swirling foam, and raw power unleashed. Such is life in the realm of the hippopotamus, a fragile balance between serenity and conflict, where the river's stillness can, in an instant, become the thunderous roar of nature asserting its dominion once more. The wetlands of Amboseli attract countless bird species, especially those that thrive in shallow waters. More than 400 kinds of birds inhabit this vibrant ecosystem, each adding its own color and sound to the park's dynamic tapestry. Gliding gracefully overhead, African fish eagles echo their unmistakable piercing calls across the landscape. Yet their true kingdom lies further north at Lake Naivasha, a freshwater jewel set in the heart of Kenya's Great Rift Valley. Spanning more than 139 square kilometers. This shimmering lake, fringed by papyrus reeds and acacia forests, provides a sanctuary for an extraordinary array of wildlife. Its calm waters and lush surroundings form a refuge where nature flourishes in abundance. Among its most distinguished residents is the African fish eagle, the undisputed monarch of these skies. With a wingspan exceeding 2 meters and striking plumage of white, chestnut, and black, its mere presence commands admiration. Its haunting cry, carried over the still waters, announces its reign with timeless authority. A masterful hunter, the fish eagle possesses vision so sharp it can spot a fish glinting below the surface from great heights. With powerful precision, it dives swiftly, talons extended, to seize its prey in a breathtaking display of accuracy and grace, a perfect embodiment of nature's strength, elegance, and design. Along the riverbank, a vast congregation of wildebeests and zebras gathers in a breathtaking display of nature's raw power. On the edges of the Mara River, their perilous journey nears its climax, a final test of endurance and courage for every member of the herd. Restless and weary after traveling hundreds of miles in search of greener pastures, they arrive exhausted and thirsty. The shimmering water calls to them, yet danger lurks beneath its calm surface. Instinct warns them to stay back, but thirst slowly overcomes fear. When the herds sense that the moment is right, movement ripples through their ranks. One by one, they begin descending toward the river. Pressure builds as the mass of animals grows. The leaders have no choice, the crossing must begin. With a surge of energy and determination, the first leap into the muddy water marks the start of a journey of survival. After months of migration, the wildebeests and zebras now face one of nature's greatest challenges, crossing the roaring river to reach the fertile plains beyond. The current is strong and unforgiving, but retreat is not an option. Some hesitate at the edge, trembling between instinct and fear, but only for a moment. Their primal urge to move forward drives them on. Lurking in the depths, however, are the Nile crocodiles, ancient predators with armored bodies and jaws designed by evolution for a single purpose. These colossal reptiles, among the largest on Earth, are perfectly adapted for ambush and power. During the Great Migration, the Mara becomes their hunting ground. Hidden beneath the murky surface, they wait with cold patience for the right moment to strike. As the wildebeests and zebras plunge into the river, crocodiles position themselves downstream, ready to seize the vulnerable and the weary. Their streamlined bodies cut effortlessly through the water, and their powerful jaws are capable of bone-crushing force. This lethal combination of patience, stealth, and strength makes them the undisputed rulers of the river. Despite their fearsome presence, crocodiles do not rush. They know the migration will bring abundance, and time is on their side. For the youngest calves and foals, the crossing is especially treacherous. Amid the chaos, some become separated from their mothers, struggling against the torrent and the thundering hooves. In the stampede of survival, every second matters, and the river shows no mercy. Yet still, the herds press forward, driven by instinct and the promise of life on the other side. Not all will make it. Some are swept away by the raging waters. Others vanish beneath the waves. In the end, the Mara reminds the world of a timeless truth: only the strongest, the swiftest, and the most determined will endure. Now we turn to the oxpecker, a small yet vital companion to the great herbivores of East Africa's plains, easily recognized by their brightly colored beaks. These birds play a crucial role in maintaining ecological balance. Their bond with buffaloes, giraffes, rhinos, and elephants is one of nature's most fascinating partnerships, a remarkable alliance built on necessity and mutual benefit. Oxpeckers act as the winged physicians of the wild. They spend hours moving across their hosts' bodies, inspecting every fold of skin and strand of fur for ticks, fleas, and other parasites. With tireless precision, they remove what causes irritation or illness, bringing relief and comfort to the giants that carry them. Their dedication is such that they can even be seen tending to open wounds, helping to keep them clean and reduce infection. Yet this service is far from selfless. While their hosts enjoy a thorough cleaning, the oxpeckers gain a steady and plentiful food source. It's a perfect exchange, each species receiving what it needs without harming the other. This symbiotic relationship, known as mutualism, highlights the remarkable intelligence and adaptability of life in the wild, a delicate harmony in which every creature, no matter how small, plays a vital part in the grand design of the ecosystem. From the towering back of a giraffe to the coarse hide of a buffalo, the oxpecker keeps watch with unwavering focus. At the slightest sign of danger, its sharp cry alerts its host, serving not only as a caretaker, but also as a vigilant guardian. In this way, it embodies both healer and sentinel, two roles united in one tiny yet indispensable bird. Though Kenya is renowned for its vast savannas and iconic wildlife, its coastline hides another world of wonder. Along the shores of the Indian Ocean lies a thriving underwater realm, where every wave shimmers with life. This is Kenya's Great Blue Wilderness, a realm as vibrant and diverse as the plains themselves. Among its most ancient and revered inhabitants are the sea turtles creatures that have journeyed through the world's oceans since prehistoric times. In the warm, tropical waters of the Indian Ocean, their graceful silhouettes glide effortlessly, embodying the patience and wisdom of the sea. Kenya's coastal waters are essential to their survival, providing feeding and nesting grounds for species such as the green turtle, Chelonia midas, and the hawksbill turtle. Each year, guided by an instinct as old as time, female turtles return to the very beaches where they were born. Under the veil of night, they slowly emerge from the ocean, dragging their heavy shells across the sand in search of a safe nesting site. With deliberate precision, they use their flippers to dig deep pits where they lay dozens of delicate white eggs. Once their task is done, they gently cover the nest with sand and return to the sea, disappearing beneath the waves under the moon's silvery glow, a silent promise that the cycle of life will continue. Off the Kenyan coast lies the island of Lamu, a hidden jewel and one of the most important sanctuaries for the green sea turtle. Along its quiet, untouched beaches, nature continues to move to its ancient rhythm. The islands clear. Protected waters provide food and shelter, while nearby coral reefs act as natural fortresses, guarding young turtles from the vast predators of the open sea. Weeks later, the hatchlings begin the most perilous journey of their lives. Drawn by the shimmering reflection of the moon on the water, they instinctively race toward the ocean. But danger awaits at every step. Birds, crabs, and other beach dwellers lie in wait. Only a few manage to reach the waves, where even greater challenges await them: sharks, large fish, and the powerful currents of the Indian Ocean. Yet, those who survive will learn to navigate by the Earth's magnetic field, imprinting forever the memory of the very beach where, years later, they will return to continue the cycle of life. Beyond the shores, in the deep blue expanse, dolphins and whales bring a touch of wonder to Kenya's marine world. Bottlenose dolphins, intelligent and playful, glide gracefully through the waves in close-knit pods. They surf the wakes of passing boats, hunt with remarkable coordination, and communicate through whistles and clicks that echo beneath the sea. Their acrobatic leaps seem to celebrate the freedom of the ocean, captivating anyone lucky enough to witness their dance. At times, humpback whales can be seen migrating through these same waters. With powerful tails, they strike the surface, sending deep, resonant sounds that travel for miles beneath the waves. These gentle giants follow ancient migratory routes, linking the distant waters of the southern hemisphere with the eastern coast of Africa. Kenya, a land where life pulses in every corner, from the golden savannas to the deep blue depths of the Indian Ocean. Here, every heartbeat of an elephant, every leap of a dolphin, and every silent step of a sea turtle reminds us that this planet is not ours to possess. We are merely its temporary guardians. The wild beauty of Kenya is more than a spectacle to admire. It is a powerful lesson in the fragility of life and the interconnectedness of all beings. Every tree cut down, every polluted beach, and every vanished species leaves an irreversible mark on the balance of the earth. Protecting nature is not a privilege, it is a shared responsibility, an act of love toward the generations yet to come. We can all make a difference through small, simple actions, reducing plastic use, respecting natural habitats, supporting conservation efforts, and above all, teaching by example. Only when we recognize the sacred value of all life do we learn to live in true harmony with creation. If this journey through Kenya's wildlife has inspired you, don't forget to leave a like, share this video, and subscribe to the channel to keep exploring the hidden wonders of our planet. Let's protect the Earth, our shared home, and the cradle of all living things. The Amazon, a vast green ocean that breathes life into our planet. Stretching across more than 6.7 million square kilometers, this living lung spans 9 South American countries and shelters nearly 10% of all known species on Earth. Its more than 390 billion trees absorb billions of tons of carbon dioxide, regulating the planet's climate and producing nearly 20% of the oxygen we breathe. Yet beyond its natural grandeur lies a hidden realm, a world in constant motion, where life fights, adapts, and endures. In its murky rivers and dense forests, over 2,500 species of fish, 1,300 species of birds, and countless mammals, reptiles, and insects weave together a delicate web of balance. Here, every sound, every shadow, and every movement carries meaning. From the stealthy jaguar prowling through the undergrowth to the vibrant poison dart frogs whose calls signal the coming rain. The Amazon unfolds as a living spectacle, both fragile and fierce. This is the untamed heart of our planet, a sanctuary where life's most ancient rhythms still echo. Welcome to Wild Amazon, the mysteries of apex predators. Here, nature's apex predators rule with silent authority, and only the strongest endure. Hidden deep within the dense jungle, the jaguar moves with the grace of a passing breeze. Its golden eyes lock onto unsuspecting prey before striking with unmatched precision and power. Among the forest shadows, the ocelot glides almost unseen. Every step measured, every movement deliberate, before launching itself in a swift and deadly burst of speed. Beneath the murky waters, the mighty anaconda coils with overwhelming strength, crushing its prey in an unbreakable embrace. In the slow, dark rivers, the black caiman waits patiently, a prehistoric giant that reigns over everything daring to enter its domain. In this vast and untamed wilderness, life and death exist in perfect balance, shaping an ecosystem refined through millions of years of evolution. From July to December, when the rainforest flourishes and the air is rich with life, the macaws begin their nesting season deep within the Amazon. These remarkably intelligent birds are highly selective when it comes to choosing where to raise their young. Nearly 80% of macaw species prefer to build their nests high within the forest canopy, perched between 20 and 30 meters above the ground. From this elevated sanctuary, they can watch over their surroundings and keep their chicks safe from danger. Their tree of choice is often the mighty kapok cheba pentandra, a towering giant with broad trunks and sprawling roots that serve as natural fortresses against snakes and tree-dwelling mammals such as monkeys. During this vital period, macaws devote almost 70% of their day to searching for food, ensuring a steady supply of essential nutrients for the healthy growth of their chicks. Communication is key to their survival. Their loud, echoing calls carry through the forest, helping them stay connected with their mates and alert one another to potential threats. Far from being a disadvantage, their vivid plumage of scarlet, blue, and gold serves as a powerful signal, a display of vitality, strength, and awareness in the face of predators. At the same time, these dazzling colors play an important role in courtship and social bonding, reinforcing unity within the flock. Highly social and cooperative, macaws often band together to defend their nesting grounds. These collective alliances form a kind of natural security network, where each bird contributes to the protection of the group, increasing the chances of survival for their young and strengthening the cohesion of the colony. In the ever-changing realm of the Amazon, their intelligence, adaptability, and radiant beauty make macaws one of the most enduring and iconic symbols of the tropical rainforest. Beneath the layer of decomposing leaves that carpets the Amazon floor lies another hidden world, one bursting with color and life. It is not ruled by the giants of the jungle, but by over 430 species of amphibians, each equipped with its own ingenious survival strategy. Among them stands out one of the rainforest's most striking yet dangerous creatures, the poison dart frog. Behind its tiny frame lies an extraordinary chemical defense. Its vivid colors, radiant reds, electric blues, brilliant yellows, and fiery oranges, serve not as decoration, but as nature's unmistakable warning signs to potential predators. The frog's skin secretes batrachotoxin, one of the most potent natural toxins on Earth, capable of disrupting the nervous systems of much larger animals. This remarkable defense originates from its specialized diet, which consists mainly of ants, termites, and small spiders' prey it captures with precision among roots and fallen leaves. Despite its size, the poison dart frog is an agile and alert hunter. Quick reflexes and flawless timing make it one of the most efficient predators in the miniature, yet complex ecosystem of the Amazon forest floor. Toucans, members of the Rhamphastidae family, are among the most iconic symbols of the Amazon rainforest, instantly recognizable by their large, brilliantly colored bills. These exotic birds are true masterpieces of evolution, living works of art that embody the beauty and mystery of the tropics. Their beak, which can measure between 15 and 19 centimeters, nearly 1/3 of their total body length, is far more than a decorative feature. Made of lightweight keratin and reinforced with tiny air pockets, it provides remarkable strength without adding weight, allowing the toucan to move gracefully among the branches of the dense canopy. But beyond feeding, this extraordinary structure serves multiple purposes. It functions as a natural thermal regulator, helping the bird maintain its body temperature in the hot and humid environment of the Amazon. Scientists have discovered that toucans can adjust blood flow to their beak, releasing excess heat when temperatures rise, an ingenious built-in cooling system crafted by evolution itself. Masters of arboreal life, toucans nest within hollow tree trunks, safely distant from ground predators. Their strong legs and sharp claws give them the grip needed to leap effortlessly between branches. They live in small social groups and communicate through loud, echoing calls that resonate through the forest signals that help them stay connected or warn of approaching danger. Beyond their striking beauty, toucans play a vital role in maintaining the Amazon's ecological balance. As prolific seed dispersers, they feed on a wide variety of fruits, digest the pulp, and spread the seeds through their droppings, ensuring new life takes root across the vast rainforest. In this way, toucans act as the natural gardeners of the tropical forest, nurturing its endless diversity, fruit by fruit, and helping preserve the eternal heartbeat of the Amazon jungle. When darkness falls, or the first light of dawn pierces the dense Amazon canopy, a chorus of deep, echoing roars shatters the silence. It is the haunting call of the howler monkey, one of the loudest and most emblematic inhabitants of this vast tropical wilderness. Thanks to a uniquely adapted vocal system, howler monkeys produce the most powerful calls of any primate sounds that can travel up to 5 kilometers through the thick forest. These thunderous roars serve both as territorial warnings to rival groups and as a means of keeping family members connected across the vast green labyrinth. But their calls do more than mark boundaries. In a jungle filled with unseen dangers, they act as a natural alarm system, alerting other animals to the presence of jaguars, harpy eagles, or other lurking predators that move silently among the treetops. With their resonant voices and vigilant presence, howler monkeys play a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of the Amazon ecosystem, preserving harmony amid the wild an untamed rhythm of nature. True masters of the aerial world, spider monkeys rarely touch the ground. They spend nearly their entire lives high in the forest canopy, feeding, socializing, and raising their young within the safety of the trees. With their long, slender limbs and an extraordinary prehensile tail, often as long as their own body, spider monkeys move with a grace that seems to defy gravity. Their tail acts as a fifth arm, strong enough to hold their full weight as they reach for fruit or flowers. These primates are the acrobats of the tropical rainforest, swinging effortlessly from branch to branch at speeds of up to 25 kilometers per hour. They escape predators and travel vast distances in search of fruit-rich feeding grounds. Together with the howler monkeys, spider monkeys help maintain the Amazon's fragile ecological balance. Whether filling the jungle with their calls or dancing through the treetops, they embody the living heartbeat of one of the most biodiverse places on Earth. The Amazon rainforest is believed to be home to nearly 2.5 million species of insects, many of them masters of adaptation and disguise. Leaf-mimicking cicadas, stick insects, and butterfly imposters blend flawlessly into their surroundings, evading predators while playing essential roles in pollination and decomposition. The forest canopy is more than just a habitat. It is the living heart of the Amazon, a vast, interconnected network that sustains one of the most biodiverse ecosystems on Earth. Within this tangled world of life, the crab spider, known scientifically as Misumena, stands out as a true master of camouflage. Unlike web-building spiders, these silent hunters rely on their remarkable ability to change color, shifting between shades of green, yellow, or brown to blend perfectly with their environment. This camouflage serves a dual purpose, protecting them from predators while allowing them to ambush unsuspecting prey with lightning precision. In contrast, orb weaver spiders, members of the Aranidae family, employ a completely different strategy. They construct large, intricate silk webs, astonishingly strong structures that, gram for gram, surpass the strength of steel. These sticky traps, suspended between branches, capture prey with incredible efficiency, boasting success rates of up to 50%. From butterflies to bees, countless insects fall victim to these patient architects of the forest. Beneath the damp soil of the Amazon rainforest, an unseen army of insects and microorganisms works tirelessly, tiny though they are. These hidden laborers perform one of nature's most vital tasks, breaking down organic matter, recycling nutrients, and enriching the earth, ensuring that the heart of the Amazon continues to pulse with life. Among these relentless workers, the leafcutter ants stand out as nature's most industrious farmers. Day and night, endless columns of them march with perfect precision, carrying freshly cut fragments of leaves to their vast underground nests. Yet, they do not eat the leaves themselves instead. They cultivate a special fungus that serves as the main food source for the entire colony. This intricate agricultural system has allowed the leafcutters to build true subterranean civilizations. Their nests can span up to 8 meters wide, with chambers dedicated solely to the cultivation of their precious fungus, carefully protected from predators and external threats. Inside these underground metropolises, millions of ants perform specialized roles. Soldiers guard the colony with powerful jaws, while workers cut, clean, and transport the leaves in perfect synchronization. Together, they form one of the most organized and efficient societies in the entire animal kingdom, a hidden world thriving beneath the Amazonian soil. Perched delicately on thin branches, hummingbirds craft their tiny nests with extraordinary precision, weaving together strands of spider silk and fine plant fibers. With patience and skill, they create flexible, elastic structures that expand gently as their chicks grow. These miniature shelters, scarcely larger than a walnut, are just big enough to cradle the eggs and nestlings, providing perfect camouflage and crucial protection from predators. High within the rainforest canopy, the survival of each chick depends almost entirely on the mother's ability to conceal her nest among the leaves. This careful placement not only shields them from danger, but also grants easy access to the richest nectar-bearing flowers, their vital source of energy. Hummingbirds play a vital role in maintaining the ecological balance of the Amazon. They are primary pollinators for nearly a quarter of the flowering plants that grow in the upper canopy. With their long, specialized tongues, they reach deep into blossoms to extract nectar, a task beyond the reach of most other birds. Despite their small size, they are astonishingly energetic creatures. Their rapid metabolism drives their tiny hearts to beat up to 1-200 times per minute, powering their swift, precise movements as they hover effortlessly from flower to flower. Each motion of their iridescent wings catches the light, scattering flashes of emerald, sapphire, and gold. More than living jewels, hummingbirds are silent guardians of the rainforest, vital to preserving the harmony and continuity of life in one of the planet's richest and most fragile ecosystems. The Amazon River, a colossal artery of life, sustains more than 2,200 species of fish, harboring nearly 15% of all freshwater species on Earth. This astonishing diversity forms the foundation of a vast and intricate food web that supports countless predators, among them the anhinga, also known as the snake bird. With its slender body and long, graceful neck, the anhinga glides beneath the surface with hypnotic elegance, weaving through the currents like a living ribbon. Unlike most water birds, its feathers are not waterproof, an adaptation that allows it to dive up to 6 meters deep without being forced upward by buoyancy. Equipped with a flexible neck and a sharp, spear-like bill, it launches lightning-fast strikes, impaling fish and amphibians with remarkable accuracy. Its silent and stealthy technique makes the anhinga one of the most discreet yet highly efficient hunters of the Amazon's waterways. High in the towering trees of the Amazon rainforest, the great horned owl sits in perfect stillness, the undisputed ruler of the night. Though more commonly found in North America, this formidable hunter also thrives across parts of South America, where it plays a vital role in maintaining the delicate balance of the forest canopy. Rather than building its own nest, it often reuses those left behind by hawks or other large birds, a testament to its remarkable adaptability in an ever-changing environment. Measuring between 45 and 63 centimeters in length and boasting a wingspan that can reach 1.5 meters. The great horned owl ranks among the largest owl species in the world. Yet its true strength lies not in its size, but in its mastery of the hunt. As darkness blankets the forest, this nocturnal predator takes flight, guided by senses so finely tuned that it can detect prey even in near total darkness. Its eyes, which make up nearly 5% of its body weight, are perfectly designed for low-light vision, capturing even the faintest movement with extraordinary clarity. But it is hearing that gives this owl its deadly precision. With asymmetrically placed ears, it can pinpoint the slightest sound, from the faint rustle of a mouse to the soft slither of a snake moving through the leaves. A difference of just a millionth of a second in the arrival of sound between its ears allows the owl to build a three-dimensional map of its surroundings, giving it an unmatched spatial awareness. Combined with its nearly silent flight, made possible by soft, serrated feathers that muffle the sound of air, this adaptation makes the owl a ghostly and unseen hunter of the night. When it strikes, it does so with astonishing power. Its talons can exert a crushing force of up to 300 pounds per square inch, easily subduing mice, snakes, rabbits, and even other birds. More than a mere predator, the great horned owl serves as a guardian of ecological balance. By controlling the populations of small mammals, it helps maintain harmony within the forest's food chain. With its silent flight, piercing vision, and unmatched precision, it remains one of the Amazon's most formidable nocturnal hunters. The Amazon is far more than a tropical rainforest. It is a living record of millions of years of evolution, a vast green heart that helps regulate Earth's climate, and a sanctuary of life still holding untold mysteries. Among its most powerful inhabitants stands the jaguar, the largest feline in the Americas and the apex predator of this immense jungle. Solitary and mostly nocturnal, these hunters rely on their keen hearing and exceptional night vision to detect even the faintest movements in the dark. Their rosette-patterned coats allow them to blend seamlessly into their surroundings, moving through the forest shadows like spirits of the night. Yet what truly sets the jaguar apart from its feline relatives is its distinctive hunting method. While lions depend on teamwork, tigers ambush from the flanks, and leopards rely on lightning-fast surprise attacks. The jaguar trusts in sheer physical power. It possesses the most powerful bite of any big cat, capable of exerting up to 1,500 pounds per square inch. And unlike most predators, it doesn't go for the throat. Instead, it delivers a single, crushing bite to the skull, ending the hunt in an instant. This formidable technique allows it to feed on a remarkably varied diet, from deer and wild boar to massive reptiles like black caimans, and even armored prey such as turtles. Yet despite its unmatched strength, the jaguar faces growing threats from habitat loss and human encroachment, pushing this iconic predator ever closer to the edge. Rising between 30 and 50 meters above the forest floor, the Amazon canopy forms a thriving world of its own, a self-sustaining realm suspended in the air. Sunlight filters through a maze of ancient trees, illuminating a vibrant kingdom teeming with life. This vital layer of the rainforest plays a crucial role in regulating temperature, retaining moisture, and shielding the lower levels from the harsh tropical sun. By storing nearly 40% of the Amazon's total carbon, the canopy serves as a powerful natural barrier against climate change. With over 20,000 plant species, from towering broad-leaved trees to delicate epiphytes that live solely on sunlight, this upper level sustains an astonishing array of biodiversity. Nearly half of all Amazonian species spend their entire lives within this lofty green world, never setting foot on the ground. Among them is the sloth, a slow-moving mammal that spends around 90% of its life hanging upside down from the branches. Known as one of the slowest animals on Earth, it moves at a pace of barely 0.25 kilometers per hour. Its unhurried nature is no flaw, but a brilliant adaptation to a nutrient-poor diet made up mostly of leaves, flowers, and fruit. To survive on such limited energy, the sloth has evolved an incredibly slow metabolism, taking up to 30 days to digest a single meal and consuming only about 160 calories a day, compared to the 2,000 or more required by other mammals of similar size. Its body is uniquely designed for energy conservation. Long, curved claws help it cling effortlessly to branches, while its dense fur, often tinged green with algae, provides perfect camouflage among the leaves. But that coat does more than conceal. It harbors an entire miniature ecosystem. Moths and beetles live within the fur, feeding on the algae and microscopic fungi that grow there. In return, the sloth gains extra nutrients when grooming itself, a remarkable example of symbiosis that reveals how, even high in the Amazon canopy, every form of life is intertwined with another. Deep within the densest shadows of the Amazon rainforest, the black panther glides like a ghost seldom seen, yet always felt, cloaked in a coat as dark as midnight. This melanistic form of the jaguar has perfected the art of invisibility. Its very presence blurs the line between myth and reality. Mysterious and revered, the black panther has long been honored by indigenous cultures as a guardian spirit, a symbol of protection, strength, and mystery interwoven with the soul of the jungle. Wrapped in darkness, It thrives where the light fades and silence reigns. Its shadowed fur offers perfect camouflage beneath the forest canopy, allowing it to vanish into the undergrowth without a trace, unseen even by the most watchful eyes. By day, it hides in the stillness, conserving energy and avoiding confrontation. But when night falls, the forest becomes its kingdom. With powerful limbs and a low, muscular frame, the black panther moves with near supernatural precision, navigating tangled roots and dense foliage without making a sound. It does not rely on speed, but on precision watching, waiting, and striking with sudden power at the perfect moment. Its prey rarely senses danger until it's already too late. Every successful hunt is a lesson in patience and control amid the chaos of the wild. Yet the story of the Black Panther is not merely one of physical prowess, it is the tale of a being shaped by the ancient rhythms of the earth, guided by instincts refined over millennia. To endure one of the planet's harshest environments, the Black Panther has mastered the art of disappearance. It does not dominate the jungle, it understands it, adapting to every shadow, every whisper, every secret hidden within the forest. This is not a creature that seeks to rule its world, but to merge with it, moving in harmony with the unseen pulse of life that beats within the heart of the Amazon. In the heart of the Amazon, where mist clings to towering trees and endless rivers carve their way through the jungle, life flourishes in countless forms. This immense forest shelters one of the greatest concentrations of biodiversity on Earth. Here, Jaguars move silently beneath the canopy's shadows, Macaws paint the skies with bursts of color, and three-toed sloths rest among the branches, swaying to the slow rhythm of eternity. Yet this ancient balance now stands at risk. Deforestation, habitat loss, illegal hunting, and pollution are eroding the foundations of this ecosystem. Every year, unique species vanish, some before they are even discovered. With each disappearance, the world loses not only an animal, but an evolutionary story, a vital link in the intricate chain that sustains life on our planet. As long as the roar of the jaguar echoes through the forest, as long as the Macaw's wings color the dawn and the songs of the rainforest continue to rise above the canopy, the Amazon will remain alive, and with it, the hope of a world where humanity and nature can breathe as one. If this journey through the wild heart of our planet has inspired you, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Each new episode will take you deeper into the wonders of the natural world, uncovering the hidden stories of its creatures and the incredible challenges they face to survive. Join us on this ongoing adventure across the animal kingdom, a universe as beautiful as it is untamed, where every life matters and every story deserves to be told. Where granite cliffs rise like ancient sentinels, waterfalls descend in serene whispers from the towering peaks, as if celebrating nature's eternal vitality. Yosemite reveals itself before our eyes as a primordial sanctuary, visited each year by millions who seek the untamed beauty of wildlife. Yet behind this dazzling splendor lies a secret and elusive world, where summer sun, autumn leaves, winter snows, and spring blossoms intertwine in fierce struggles for survival. This documentary takes us deep into the heart of the valley and its towering cliffs, uncovering the untouched purity of nature, a stage where every creature must fight relentlessly to claim life, moment by moment. Welcome to Wild Yosemite, the battle to survive amid majestic wilderness a grand chronicle of life that never stands still. Across the meadows, mule deer move with measured caution, ever alert to unseen predators. From the granite cliffs above, the bobcat and grey fox stealthy, calculating hunters watch in silence, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Time seems to hold its breath in that fleeting instant when the bobcat leaps, bringing a swift end to its prey's fragile existence. When winter cloaks Yosemite in its icy mantle, nature's symphony turns solemn and deep. Food grows scarce, and predators, more ruthless than ever, battle fiercely over the final scraps of sustenance. Amid this tension, Yosemite's wilderness continues to play its timeless, majestic music. Yosemite National Park stands among the most renowned in the United States. Its iconic formations, El Capitan and Half Dome, have silently witnessed over 100 million years of life's eternal cycle. European explorers first set foot here in the early 19th century, but it was naturalist John Muir who revealed the valley's grandeur to the world. Yosemite officially became a national park in 1890, though its conservation roots date back to 1864, when President Abraham Lincoln signed the Yosemite Grant Act, protecting the valley and the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias. This marked the first time in American history that land was preserved for its natural value, a milestone that ignited the nation's conservation movement. Yosemite's story is carved in stone and water. Spanning 189 square miles in California's majestic Sierra Nevada, the park is a fortress sculpted from granite, the remnants of an ancient earth. Its towering cliffs were born from molten magma and later shaped by colossal glaciers through at least 7 glacial cycles. Each spring, as snow melts from the Sierra Nevada, waterfalls like Bridal Veil Fall and Vernal Fall thunder with renewed force, composing a grand symphony of rock and water. At their heart stands Yosemite Falls, plunging 739 meters, the tallest in North America, singing day and night to the life that thrives below. This paradise shelters over 1,500 species of flowering plants and 3 great groves of sequoias. The Mariposa Grove alone holds more than 500 giants, including the legendary grizzly giant, one of the oldest and largest trees on Earth. This lush vegetation provides refuge for over 400 animal species, from 90 mammals and 262 birds to 22 reptiles and 12 amphibians. Each has mastered the art of survival, adapting to Yosemite's demanding rhythms and fighting tirelessly to sustain life through every season. As summer arrives, golden sunlight floods the Yosemite Valley. The Merced River glistens beneath the radiant sky, while kingfishers carve perfect circles before diving for salmon. Nearby, Douglas squirrels scurry tirelessly, collecting fallen pine cones from the ancient trees. These small, industrious creatures are true artisans of ecological balance. Every seed they store becomes a vital link in the chain of life. While predators roam the sunlit valley, another resident plays a very different role, the beaver castor canadensis, North America's largest rodent. True architects of freshwater ecosystems, beavers reach peak activity during summer. With their razor-sharp incisors, nature's own saws, they fell branches and small trees between 5 and 15 centimeters thick. Each log, weighing up to 5 kilograms, is dragged patiently to their lodges to build strong dams. A single adult can transport over 200 branches in one season, a tireless effort to secure water and shelter before the harsh winter returns. The dams built in Yosemite are far more than simple barriers, they are true ecological masterpieces. Standing between 60 centimeters and 2 meters high and stretching up to 30 meters long, these structures regulate water flow, prevent soil erosion, and create stable ponds. Beavers constantly reinforce them with mud and fresh branches, repairing the damage caused by heavy rains and strong currents. In areas with active dams, soil erosion can be reduced by as much as 30% compared to neighboring zones. Beyond that, these constructions give rise to wetlands that preserve soil moisture, support vegetation, and provide vital water reserves during dry spells. A 2024 study by the Yosemite Conservancy revealed that beaver dams boost local biodiversity by 25%, transforming their surroundings into thriving oases within the park. Summer is a time of renewal, yet also of relentless competition. With the first light of dawn, blooming meadows turn into silent hunting grounds. Here prowls the bobcat lynx rufus, a master of stealth. According to a 2024 ecological study in Yosemite National Park, these cats expand their hunting ranges during the warmer months, covering between 5 and 10 square miles. Weighing between 9 and 33 pounds and measuring 70 to 125 centimeters in length, they are compact and muscular, moving through the forest with the grace of a shadow. Every strike is deliberate, a silent dance between predator and prey within the dense wilderness. During summer, when vegetation grows thick and lush, bobcats make full use of their camouflage. They move silently, hugging the ground, alert to the slightest sound or movement. Their patience can stretch for long minutes until the perfect moment arrives. A leap of up to 3 meters seals the fate of their prey. Opportunistic and adaptable, they adjust their tactics to each target, climbing trees to ambush birds, waiting by streams for fish, or sprinting at speeds up to 48 km/h to exhaust larger victims before delivering the final strike. This flexibility gives them a remarkable success rate between 30% and 50%, far higher than that of most predators in the park. Even so, life for the grey fox is fraught with danger. Hunters themselves. They are also prey to the rulers of the sky, the golden eagles. Over 70% of their hunting activity takes place at night or dawn, when the risk of detection is lower. And even when caught off guard by an eagle, they retain a 60% chance of escape. In such moments, they dart into dense forests or rocky crevices or drop suddenly to the ground and sprint in the opposite direction, leaving their pursuer momentarily disoriented. In this daily contest for survival, their climbing prowess serves not only to find food, but also as a refuge from predators and rivals. Thanks to this adaptability, Yosemite's gray fox population has remained stable, with an estimated 2,500 to 3,000 individuals recorded by the park in 2023. Though they occasionally outsmart the foxes, the golden eagle, Aquila crisatus, remains one of Yosemite's most formidable predators. Renowned worldwide, this raptor refines its aerial hunting strategies during the summer months. Around 70% of its attacks occur at dawn and dusk, avoiding the searing heat of midday. The same hours when its favorite prey, hares and ground squirrels, are most active. With a wingspan nearing 2 meters, the golden eagle glides effortlessly on thermal currents, scanning valleys and mountain forests from above. Its vision, 4 to 5 times sharper than that of a human, allows it to detect movement from nearly 3 kilometers away. Once a target is locked, the eagle dives at speeds exceeding 240 km/h, seizing its prey within seconds. Its talons, capable of exerting up to 400 pounds per square inch of pressure, can grip or even crush animals of impressive size. This unmatched power enables it to capture not only rodents and hares, but also gray foxes and young sheep. As autumn arrives, Yosemite is draped in golden and crimson tones that replace the lush greens of summer. Fallen leaves form crisp carpets underfoot, while the air cools day by day, signaling the coming of winter. It is a season of transition and preparation, when animals hasten their activity to endure the freezing months ahead. Amid fierce competition for resources, the black bear, Ursus americanus, the park's largest omnivore, takes a very different approach. As autumn begins, it races against time to accumulate enough fat for the coming hibernation. Guided by an extraordinary sense of smell, capable of detecting food over a mile away, bears roam vast distances through forests and meadows in search of berries, nuts, roots, and the seeds of oaks, chestnuts, and pines. During this season, black bears drastically increase their caloric intake, consuming up to 20,000 calories a day, several times their normal amount. This surge allows them to boost body weight by roughly 30%, forming a thick layer of fat that serves both as insulation and as an essential energy reserve during the freezing winter months. As autumn draws to a close, the bears seek or dig out their winter dens. They favor caves, hollow logs, and dense vegetation that provide safety from predators and shelter from storms. Between late October and early November, they carefully prepare their burrows, gradually slowing their activity and adjusting their metabolism until they enter a deep hibernation that can last 4 to 7 months. Thus ends the demanding cycle of autumn and begins Yosemite's harshest test winter. Meanwhile, competition among predators intensifies. The coyote Canis latrans steps into the fray as one of nature's most cunning survivors. Agile and highly strategic, coyotes often hunt in small packs, becoming expert scavengers capable of challenging much larger animals for carrion. Working together, they use their numbers and speed to drive away rivals such as ravens, golden eagles, and even bears in order to secure a meal. Yet coyotes are far from dependent on scavenging. Their omnivorous nature gives them remarkable flexibility. They hunt small mammals, gather fruits and berries, and even bury surplus food in shallow caches to retrieve later when prey is scarce. This adaptive behavior, combined with a varied diet, has helped keep Yosemite's coyote population stable, estimated at 400 to 600 individuals in 2023, according to the National Park Service, and relatively secure thanks to ongoing conservation efforts. The mule deer, Odocoileus himionus, stands among Yosemite's most iconic residents. According to the National Park Service, in 2023, their population ranged between 5,000 and 6,000 individuals, one of the largest herds in California. This herbivore plays a key role in maintaining the park's ecological balance, sustaining the intricate links between predators, meadows, and forests as September bathes the valley in autumn colors. As temperatures drop, mule deer begin their descent from the high mountains to lower valleys, where green meadows and nutrient-rich shrubs still persist. This journey is far more than a migration spanning hundreds of kilometers. It is a true test of endurance, where every step may mean survival. With their large, upright ears, tuned like antennas, they move quietly through valleys and forests, ever alert to hidden dangers. Most of their foraging takes place at dawn and dusk, when the shadows still offer some protection from predators. Their sharp vision and keen sense of smell allow them to locate scarce food while detecting threats early. Moving in groups provides safety in numbers. Shared vigilance increases the chance of spotting predators and reduces mortality risk by nearly 15%. Mule deer favor rugged terrain filled with rocks and dense shrubs that not only hide them from view, but also offer natural escape routes. According to a 2024 study in the Journal of Wildlife Management, survival rates in these complex landscapes are roughly 20% higher than in open plains. When pursued, they sprint in zigzag patterns and scatter in different directions, disorienting their predators and improving the group's overall odds of survival. During autumn, these ungulates consume between 2 and 4 kilograms of nutrient-rich leaves, grasses, and shrubs each day, increasing their body fat by 15 to 20%. These energy reserves are essential to withstand the harsh winter months when food becomes scarce. When winter arrives, Yosemite transforms into a relentless battleground where every creature must fight for survival. The peaks of the Sierra Nevada lie buried under snow, and the cold seeps into every crevice, challenging even the hardiest species. According to the Journal of Wildlife Management 2024, as many as 20% of mule deer fail to survive the season due to food shortages and brutal weather conditions. Winter temperatures plunge to critical levels, especially at higher elevations. The National Park Service 2023 reports that nighttime lows can fall below 6 to 21 degrees Celsius, and on the highest summits, readings drop to 23 to 9 degrees Celsius. Days shorten to just 9 hours of light, not enough to melt the snow or warm the frozen ground. Each winter, Yosemite Valley accumulates about 165 centimeters 65 inches of snow, while areas such as Tuolumne Meadows may see depths exceeding 5 meters 16 feet. For wildlife, navigating these icy expanses and finding sustenance becomes a daily struggle between life and death. Winter also tests the endurance of the golden eagle. With the mountains buried under snow, prey becomes scarce, pushing many eagles to descend into lower valleys where hunting is somewhat easier. Still, most remain loyal to their nesting territories, expanding their hunting ranges to nearly 400 square kilometers. From great heights, they rely on vision 4 times sharper than that of humans to detect the faintest movement beneath the snow or to locate carcasses left by other predators. Yet the harsh winter drastically limits the activity of their usual prey hares and gray foxes, causing their hunting success to fall to 20–30%, compared to 40–50% in warmer seasons. In response, golden eagles turn increasingly to scavenging. Around 25–30% of their winter diet consists of animals that succumb to cold, such as mule deer or young sheep. This strategy conserves energy, but heightens competition with coyotes and bears, often leading to tense confrontations and costly injuries. Winter in Yosemite is more than a test of endurance. It is a decisive struggle for survival for this majestic bird. Like the pika, the golden eagle faces the direct impacts of global warming, which disrupts its habitat and depletes its food sources. Today, it is estimated that only 100 to 120 individuals remain in the park, a number that raises concern over the species' long-term future. In Yosemite's high mountains, where icy winds slice through the rocks like blades, a small rabbit-like creature fights its unending battle for survival. It is the pika or Chotona princeps. During the coldest months, food storage becomes a matter of life and death. Despite its tiny size, this alpine dweller demonstrates remarkable adaptability, growing a thick coat that shields it from temperatures that can plunge below 29 degrees Celsius, 20 degrees, preventing the loss of vital body heat. Pikas take refuge within rocky crevices, which protect them from biting winds and heavy snowfall while serving as safe storage chambers for their hay piles. Yet climate change poses a serious threat to their existence. As temperatures rise, they are forced to climb ever higher, above 2,900 meters, 900 to 500 feet, in search of cooler habitats where they can survive. In response, black bears enter full hibernation. During this phase, they drastically slow their physiological functions to conserve energy from stored fat. Their metabolism drops to 50–60% of normal. Body temperature falls from 37 degrees Celsius to about 31 degrees Celsius, and heart rate slows from 40–50 beats per minute to just 8 to 12. Yet they are not completely dormant, occasionally waking to adjust their position or check their surroundings. The most remarkable moment comes in January and February, when many females give birth while still hibernating, delivering litters of 1 to 3 cubs. Thanks to this extraordinary adaptation, Yosemite's black bear population remains stable, estimated between 300 and 500 individuals in 2023, one of the healthiest populations in California. While the bears slumber through winter, coyotes must intensify their efforts to survive the deep snow. With prey scarce, they travel 15 to 25 kilometers daily in search of food. Their thickened winter coat shields them from the bitter cold, preventing heat loss. Relying on their exceptional hearing, they move stealthily through the silent forests, listening for the faintest rustle beneath the snow. When they detect movement, they leap, dig swiftly, and capture small prey such as hares and ground squirrels. Ever opportunistic, coyotes do not rely solely on hunting. They feed on carrion, fallen fruit, and even human waste when necessary. This adaptability is key to their resilience, though it sometimes drives them toward populated areas, encounters that can lead to conflicts, and, occasionally, their relocation for the safety of nearby communities. After the long winter, Yosemite awakens beneath the gentle light of spring. Melting glaciers release torrents of water that rush toward the valleys, while the trees once again dress in lush green, restoring vivid color to the majestic landscape. Life returns. The first buds announce a renewed cycle of hope and abundance. In the meadows, blooming flowers serve as a signal to migratory birds it is time to return and breed. From tiny sparrows to the mighty golden eagle, all begin to build nests and nurture their offspring. At the same time, small mammals such as squirrels, weasels, and pikas join this explosion of vitality. Their activity increases by up to 40% compared to winter, compensating for months of scarcity and stillness. For mule deer and other herbivores that have endured months of food scarcity, spring arrives as a season of renewal. Weakened by winter, they now graze eagerly on the first green shoots and tender leaves emerging from the thawing ground. Under the early rays of the sun, life begins to stir again, and the herds regain strength, one bite at a time. For male deer, spring signals the start of a vital process, the regeneration of their antlers, which they shed at the end of winter. This growth demands immense amounts of calcium and nutrients, making the search for food more critical than ever. Antlers grow at a remarkable rate of 1.2 to 2.5 centimeters per week, reaching full size by late summer. During this time, males begin asserting dominance and defending territories. Though antler clashes are less violent in spring than during the autumn rut, they serve to establish hierarchy and readiness for the coming breeding season. Spring is also the birthing season for mule deer. Each female typically gives birth to 1 or 2 fawns between late May and early June. In areas dense with vegetation that offer protection from predators such as coyotes and golden eagles. After giving birth, the doe devotes nearly all her energy to caring for and shielding her young, keeping them hidden from danger and nourishing them with rich milk. By the time they are 2 or 3 weeks old, the fawns begin to take their first unsteady steps beside their mother, learning how to move, feed, and adapt to the environment. This early stage not only strengthens them physically, but also equips them with the skills they will need to survive alone. Having endured the trials of winter, Yosemite's wildlife now embraces the renewal of spring, a new cycle of life filled with promise, yet shadowed by challenge. Between late March and early April, black bears begin to emerge slowly from their winter dens. Upon awakening from hibernation, they have typically lost 20 to 30% of their body weight, having relied entirely on their fat reserves for months. In the following weeks, their bodies must readjust to normal function. Metabolism and digestion gradually restart. They begin with easily digestible foods, such as tender shoots and young grass, to reawaken their digestive systems. As their strength returns, they expand their diet to include more energy-rich foods, roots, berries, and occasionally carrion. Spring also marks the first time that female bears lead their cubs out into the open. Born in January or February, the cubs now begin following their mother through the forest in search of food, closely observing and mimicking her every move. Their survival depends greatly on maternal guidance and the abundance of resources. They spend nearly 80% of their time imitating what they see, identifying edible plants, recognizing terrain, and learning how to stay safe. This brief but crucial learning stage will prepare them for independence by late summer or early autumn. After spending the cold season sheltered in their lodges, waiting for the ice and snow to retreat, beavers resume their work with the arrival of spring. Their pace doubles compared to winter, taking advantage of the milder weather to reinforce and expand their habitats. They dive into the laborious task of repairing dams, dens, and tunnels, restoring the balance reshaped by the thaw. Spring also marks a turning point in their reproductive cycle. After mating in late winter or early spring, the young are born toward the end of the season, usually in litters of 2 to 4 kits. Both parents take part in their care, teaching them essential survival skills, how to build dams, find food, and maintain the family lodge. As the young grow, they begin to explore the outside world under their parents' watchful guidance, learning to regulate water flow, repair structures, and locate resources. This shared learning not only ensures their survival, but also preserves the delicate ecological balance of Yosemite, as each generation inherits the wisdom of the last. Among these challenges, environmental change stands as the most pressing. Over the past century, Yosemite's average temperature has risen by about 1.5 degrees, 7 degrees. This seemingly small increase has caused profound shifts in the park's natural balance. Warmer winters and reduced snowfall have drastically diminished the mountain snowpack, Yosemite's crucial water reserve, leading to more frequent droughts in spring and summer. Streams that once flowed abundantly now run dry, threatening the survival of beavers, pikas, golden eagles, and many other species. In 2023, the Yosemite Conservancy warned that reduced snow levels could shrink the park's wetlands by 20–30%, endangering beavers and countless species that depend on these habitats. Climate change now impacts not only native wildlife, but the entire ecosystem. The whitebark pine, for instance, faces increasingly harsh conditions, while diminishing streams disrupt the migration of salmon, a vital food source for numerous animals. In their constant search for food, mule deer are forced to travel ever greater distances, increasing the risk of deadly encounters with predators such as coyotes and golden eagles. At the same time, climate change is driving more frequent extreme weather events, powerful storms, and sudden river surges that strike the valley with devastating force. These floods sweep away not only human-built structures, but also the fragile habitats of riparian species like beavers and migratory birds. According to the National Park Service 2023, these floods often destroy the dams that beavers painstakingly construct and alter the natural course of rivers, further endangering the delicate freshwater ecosystems. Birds such as the belted kingfisher, which migrate to Yosemite each year to breed, now find their nesting areas unstable and increasingly hazardous. To make matters worse, prolonged droughts recorded between 2020 and 2023 have pushed Yosemite's ecosystem to its limits. Dry stream beds, shrinking lakes, and withered vegetation have become unmistakable signs of an intensifying water crisis. For species highly dependent on water, including mule deer and golden eagles, the scarcity of this vital resource poses a severe threat to their survival. Over the past decade, Yosemite has also faced a sharp rise in wildfires, transforming once majestic forests into infernos of flame. One of the most devastating was the Rim Fire of 2013, which consumed more than 100,000 hectares of forest and left deep scars across the park's iconic landscape. The flames not only consumed trees, but also obliterated entire ecosystems upon which countless species depended. Ancient forests, essential refuges for species such as the northern spotted owl, Strix occidentalis corina, and the American marten Martes americana, suffered severe losses. Yet even in destruction, nature reveals its resilience. For the park's giant sequoias, fire plays a crucial role in regeneration. These titans, shielded by thick, fire-resistant bark, rely on the heat of flames to release their seeds. When the undergrowth burns, it leaves behind a nutrient-rich layer of ash that encourages germination and clears away competing vegetation, giving young sequoias room to grow. It's a powerful reminder that fire, though destructive, can also be a force of renewal. However, the escalating intensity and frequency of wildfires, largely driven by climate change, now threaten Yosemite's ecological balance. The forest's natural capacity to recover is being overwhelmed, and its intricate ecosystems are destabilizing. In 2023, the Yosemite Conservancy warned that while fire has always been a natural part of the forest's life cycle, global warming is turning it into uncontrollable firestorms, catastrophic events with devastating effects on wildlife adapted to milder, less frequent burns. Adding to this environmental strain is another major challenge: human activity. With its breathtaking beauty and cultural significance, Yosemite attracts over 4 million visitors every year. This influx brings undeniable economic benefits, but it also exerts tremendous pressure on a fragile ecosystem. The increasing proximity between humans and wildlife introduces new dangers, particularly for the black bear, one of the park's most emblematic species. Increasingly, black bears are being drawn to human food and waste. A 2023 Yosemite National Park report revealed that nearly 30% of the park's black bear population had direct contact with food or garbage left by visitors. This alarming figure signals a growing disruption of their natural behavior, heightening the risk of conflicts, sometimes with fatal consequences for both bears and people. Instead of foraging in the wild, some bears have become dependent on human food sources, which negatively affects their instincts, diet, and overall health. That same year, the Yosemite Conservancy warned that without stricter management policies, bear-human encounters would continue to rise with unpredictable outcomes. The construction of new infrastructure to accommodate millions of visitors also leaves a visible mark on Yosemite's landscape. In heavily visited areas such as the Yosemite Valley, roads and tourist facilities fragment once continuous habitats. Dense forests that were once safe havens for gray foxes mountain lions, and mule deer are now divided and degraded, diminishing the ecological integrity of environments that had remained untouched for centuries. Reports from 2023 noted that the ongoing expansion of tourism-related infrastructure has caused significant ecological damage. The fragile balance between humans and nature in Yosemite is increasingly at risk, as wildlife struggles to adapt to a world that has become both more accessible and more hostile at the same time. In the heart of California, Yosemite stands as a natural jewel where granite cliffs and majestic waterfalls embody the Earth's enduring beauty and timeless grandeur. Yet beneath this splendor lies a daunting challenge: the need to safeguard the park's wildlife and preserve the delicate equilibrium of its ecosystems. One of the most critical steps toward conservation is the restoration and protection of vital habitats. Here, conservation goes beyond merely shielding ancient forests or pristine streams. It is a relentless effort to ensure the survival of threatened species that call Yosemite home. Among the most effective strategies has been habitat restoration. By rehabilitating damaged areas and controlling the spread of invasive plant species, the park has succeeded in reviving its biodiversity. According to 2023 research by the U.S. National Park Service, these restoration efforts have expanded the area of natural habitats by 15% over the past decade. Managing the number of visitors is another key conservation measure. With millions arriving each year, human activity can exert severe pressure on the ecosystem. To address this challenge, Yosemite implemented a program limiting access to sensitive zones during peak seasons while promoting public education on the importance of protecting nature. The Yosemite Conservancy reported in 2024 that this initiative reduced waste levels by 20% and significantly lessened the negative impacts on local wildlife. A cornerstone of Yosemite's conservation success has been the protection of the black bear. At the beginning of the 21st century, this species faced severe threats from poaching, habitat loss, and conflicts with humans. However, dedicated conservation measures have reshaped its future. Educational campaigns, raising awareness about the importance of securing food, and the installation of bear-proof waste containers have drastically reduced dangerous encounters. According to a 2023 National Park Service report, the black bear population had rebounded to over 400 individuals, while bear-related incidents dropped by 75% compared to previous years. Another inspiring chapter in Yosemite's story is the return of the beaver. Once extinct in the park by the early 1900s, it was successfully reintroduced during the 1930s, and its population has steadily flourished ever since. By 2023, beaver numbers had risen significantly, and their dams now play a crucial ecological role, improving water quality, restoring wetlands, and fostering greater biodiversity, transforming the landscape into a series of living oases. These achievements remind us that conservation is a continuous journey, one that demands the collective effort of an entire community. Protecting Yosemite is not merely about safeguarding a national park, it is about preserving our shared future. Just as every plant in a garden requires care, every small action contributes to building a resilient and sustainable ecosystem for generations to come. If you've ever had the chance to walk through Yosemite, share your experience in the comments below. Every visit to this majestic land leaves an unforgettable mark, a story worth telling. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell to join us on more unforgettable journeys, where the untold stories of nature are still waiting to be discovered.